Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Six Figure Systems Mastermind Interest webinar. Say that 10 times fast. I have been practicing since I last got this started. So if you guys want to pull up, if you have your computer and have a separate smartphone, amazing. If not, that is also totally fine. But can everyone see the screen that says six figures? It's like the green screen. Can everyone see that? Just give me like a thumbs up if you can see what I'm sharing. Sweet Rob got awesome. Thank you. Rob got me this amazing monitor, which is so cool. But I realized that I've been sharing the wrong desktop view because I'm not used to all this like fancy, awesome technology. And apparently I was sharing a Dinnerly recipe for a very long time for a coaching call. So I just want to make sure everyone was in on that. Super fun, great times. And if you guys want to use that QR code, we're going to be like using the QR code throughout the call. But we also have, when you use that QR code, it's going to take you to my link tree. And on the link tree, there are going to be a bunch of different links. But if you are interested in learning more about the mastermind, if you just want to see my website, anything like that, that is where that link will take you. So this is a little bit about me and what I do. And here is the link for the mastermind if you're interested in joining. So since it is already 8:03, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll add people as we go. So the reason why I started the Six Figure Systems Mastermind is I heard a lot of misconceptions about what it's like to be an entrepreneur. And when I heard about being an entrepreneur and when I decided to start a business of my own, the language around being an entrepreneur was like, you will work 24/7. You are going to have pretty much your business will be your whole life. And I felt like that for the past year and a half. And I really felt like as we pursue our purposes through these businesses, I didn't want it to have to be that difficult. And so I realized that if we create systems, it can make our businesses so much easier and more fulfilling. And then we can spend more time doing the things that we love, which is actually spending time in our business helping people. So that is why I founded the Six Figure Systems just group and mastermind. And that's why I say today, you're going to be learning about how within the mastermind, you will be creating those simple, successful, and enjoyable businesses. So this webinar is for you if you want to make your business automated and easier. So if this is your time to create that ease and you just want to have systems that run pretty much without you thinking about it, that's what we're going to be creating in Six Figure Systems. I also want to give you more time. It's funny because that is something that I hear a lot of entrepreneurs say, like, oh, maybe like I don't have time to create these systems, or I'm not sure if I have time for the mastermind. And the reason you don't have time is because you don't have systems. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating systems to make the planning and just running your business so much easier. And then we're also going to be talking strategy. I want to show you how by creating systems, it is going to be solving for gaps that you might have in your business. It is going to solve for the problems that you've had in the past and future problems that you might not even know are coming. And I want to help you to create these systems so that you are feeling just so ready and prepared for anything that might come your way by giving you all of the systems that I created to make your business run so efficiently. So I think at the beginning of our business, we feel really excited. And as our businesses potentially go on, that excitement that you felt to go and work in your business might dwindle. And I want to bring that excitement back to you in your business. And I want you to come back to entrepreneurship for the reason why you joined it, to create something completely new and completely different. And that's what I want to do with this. I just want to offer you the possibility that that could be the case again. And I want to also offer you that you can have balance in your life again, that you can actually have your business running so seamlessly that you can actually have time for that life again. Am I saying that I've got it down perfect right now? No. But at the same time, we are working towards creating that and creating systems that can make that vision of the future possible. And also, speaking of the future, making sure that you are certain that you're on the right path and have the next steps to take in your business so you know exactly what's coming. And I would love for you to do that without getting burnt out, without having to pay for any other trainings other than this one, or going another year without growth, because your businesses are far too important to stop growing in this year. We want to create that inertia and momentum throughout all of 2023. And I want to share with you throughout this presentation tonight about a couple of my amazing masterminders. I'm sure if you follow me on social media, you've seen a ton of my clients, but if you see a green background, those are specifically for my masterminders. And that's why I call the people in my mastermind, just so you know. And so this is Stephanie, and she is an incredible, incredible coach. And she 2 weeks ago, just left her full-time job and is pursuing her business full-time as of 2 weeks ago. Because of the things that we've been doing in this mastermind, she felt ready and actually left her job. So exciting. And if that is something that you're looking for this year, she was able to do that within 4 months of the mastermind. So pretty neat. Now, my objective tonight is that if you are someone who is looking to really grow and scale your business this year, that is why I want you to do, that's what I want to teach you six-figure systems to help you with, because you already probably have really, really great business ideas. There isn't a single person that has come to me with their business that didn't have a good idea for their business, but you are looking to get more and more traction. Maybe that this idea is really great, but you're not seeing people come into the business are possible. And I want to help you to get that traction and grow sustainably without feeling burnt out and stressed. I want you to actually feel the traction of the momentum that you can create with your business. And then I want to tell you the specific steps that we're going to do to change your business. I'm going to show you the exact modules that I have for my business, and I'm going to show you the exact place. These are the things that I never saw before I joined any of the coaching programs I did, but I feel like you have a right to know what exactly the steps are, what are the exact systems that you're going to be able to take within this mastermind that are going to actually bring you the consistency you want and create that simplicity. So by the end of at 9 o'clock Eastern, you will know exactly what steps you would learn in this mastermind throughout the next 6 months. And again, like I mentioned, that this is the whole reason why I created six-figure systems. Now, I know that there are lots of people who are teaching business strategies, and there are people who might have MBAs. They might be people who have sales background and marketing background. And I created six-figure systems for the solopreneur that has maybe no experience or no experience being a solopreneur. And I was actually pre-med before I did elementary ed, and I did not have any business experience when I first started my coaching business. And I think that makes me uniquely suited to help you to start your business, because I have had to glean things from scratch, and I've only taken the best of every single program that I've invested in. And the really cool thing is I actually have only had my business for 2 years, which is a long period for some, short for others. And for last year was actually my first year full time in my business. And I was able to make 120K just in my second year. And it was my first year full time. And these systems are how I was able to do that. And I really figured out that that was the key around September. And I'm going to do it so much easier this year. It is going to feel so much better because now I really have created everything to automate my business so that it can continue to grow. So tonight we're going to be talking about the problem and the common mistakes that I see many entrepreneurs make. Then we're going to talk about how having these essentials are going to create simplicity, success, and joy for you and bring that joy back to your business. And then, of course, we're going to get into all the nitty gritty about the Six Figure Systems Mastermind. I'm going to show you everything that I could possibly think that you would be thinking about this mastermind. But if you have any questions at all, put it in the chat. That's totally fine. And I will answer I will answer them at the end of the call, because this is like the most comprehensive PowerPoint I could ever think of. And I hope to answer all the questions by the end of the call. But if I don't, write it down, put it in the chat, and then I will answer them by the end of the call. And you can also message me them afterwards. So when we're thinking about why we created these businesses, why we created these wonderful entrepreneurial projects, why it's actually creating more stress than it needs to. And what we were hoping was going to be the thing that would take us out of stressful work environments is becoming the source of your stress. And I think this comes from a really altruistic nature as an entrepreneur, because when you create a business, you have you've seen a problem that you fixed for yourself personally, or you've seen a problem in the world that you want to solve, and you know that it can help people, which is like the best feeling in the world. Like the second that you're like, oh, I have figured this out, let me help you, whether you are styling, whether you are figuring out weight loss, like some of my clients have, whether you have figured out how to run systems and make your business work, whether you figured out how to manage your money or things like that. Those are just some examples of programs that I've seen. And when you really figure that out for your business, it's so exciting. And you're like, of course people will want this. I know that it's helped me. I know it's going to help other people. This is awesome. And you put this business out into the world, and then your business might get people coming in, or it might look a little bit like this beautiful lobby. It's like you've built it. It's like we always hear, like, if you build it, they will come. And then the people might not be coming at the pace that you want them to. And it just might not be reaching your expectations right now for the business growth that you know is possible and for the amount of people that you can help. And so I found that there are three main problems that this mastermind solves for them. The first thing is we are taught a story that the more energy, the more effort, the more things that you do, the more success you will have. And what I have found, even though my brain and society try to tell me different, is that by doing more things, it actually makes things more difficult. And so what you'll do is you'll be putting all this effort, all of this like energy into accommodating. And like one of my clients, she had 12 offers. So she had 12 different things that she was offering in her graphic design business. And she just wanted to help as many people as she could. And she's like, well, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. And so it was coming from a good place that she wanted to put in a lot of effort to help people, but it became a huge problem for her. And the next thing is that you might be spending a ton of time. And I know this because I was the mayor of there, that I was spending, like, 1 week I calculated that I worked an 84-hour week. What? That's not okay. Like, that is a lot of work. And I'm not trying to work shame people, but what happens is you're going to be working weekends. You're going to be sacrificing vacations. And I specifically remember I was at the beach in New Jersey with my family. And it was, I believe this is summer of 2021. And I had an opportunity for a consult call. And for those of you that do consult calls in your business, that meant that it was a potential $6,000 sale. In my mind, I was like, this is worth $6,000. And because of that one consult call, and because of that opportunity, I actually chose not to go to the beach and spend time with my family. And I missed out on a memory that would have been a really beautiful time with my family. And I know that you're doing this too. I've heard so many of you guys doing this, and I know it because I lived it. Like, and still live it some of the time. And I'm like one step ahead. I'm working towards it. But it's like, I don't want you sacrificing vacations. I don't want you sacrificing your family. I don't want you sacrificing your life to build your business. I want you to be able to have it all. And that's what having systems allows you to do. The other thing is that you are really, really focused on becoming the best person in this business that you can possibly be. So you're doing training after course, after certification, and you're signing up for it all, listening to podcast after webinar, after training to figure out what is missing and how you can make things easier. And that all these things might seem like wonderful things, like putting in effort, time, and learning more are never bad things unless they're used in, we want to make sure that we're using all three of these things appropriately. And what I've found, the majority of entrepreneurs are not using their effort, time, and education wisely. And because of that, like, and within like the education piece, like I was talking with someone today and she hadn't talked to anyone, hadn't done any posts, like it's stopping you from actually taking action in your business. And so I've coined what I think of the business stress cycle from what I've seen from entrepreneurs. And what I see is that what I found with entrepreneurs when they're creating their businesses, it starts out as this fun, exciting passion project that is just so wonderful. It lights you up. You're so excited. And then what happens is sometimes even at the start, you can see a huge like rush of momentum. When I first started my business, I actually, I had 17 consults right away, like within the first 2 months. It was wild. I was at the time coaching children, and it was like in the middle of the pandemic. I was coaching children in school in the middle of the pandemic, and a lot of parents wanted it. And then things slowed to a stop, and it like completely stopped. For me, I didn't have consults for 7 months. And it was just like, oh my goodness, this one thing that was supposed to create so much joy and flexibility for me in the future and more time with my family in the future became a constant source of stress. And for me, I was actually doing my business as a side hustle at the time that I planned to do a startup. And so I did a bunch of different things to try and fix my business. Because I was like, okay, it must be this, it must be that. And the more I learned, the more I gleaned, the more the to-do list built. And the more stressed I became, I would be completely inconsistent with my business. I would be like, okay, I'm going to post 7 times a week now, and then I'm going to not post at all because I got super burnt out. And it just became this inconsistent flow of things going on in my business. And then the dread started to build. So it was just like this loop of stress from the business that bled into personal life. And it was just a cycle. And then it just kept getting worse and worse. And it felt like what once was like a shining light to the future that I actually wanted, where I could work from home, where I could eventually, hopefully have a family of my own and be able to like stay home more, became something that was taking like 80-hour weeks for me. And I've seen this on so many people. And eventually I've seen people even give up. And I questioned giving up. I was like, I'm just going to go work for Apple. I feel like it would be easier at this point. I'm just gonna go. And I understand that 1,000,000%. And the reason why you're on this webinar tonight or watching this replay is because I do not want you to give up. I know this sucks. I know that this stress cycle is so strenuous and it can be affecting your relationship, but I want to let you know it does not have to be this way. Especially because you know that this business is like meant for more. I want you to let you know it doesn't have to be like this. And the reason why you're putting in all this effort and time and education is because instead of pushing towards your goals, we need to do planning. We need to be productively working and planning ahead and actually making sure that you are effectively using your energy throughout the rest of this year. And this mastermind specifically spans for the second and third quarter. It goes from April until October. And that amount of planning and we'll talk about how we can plan for 5 years from now. That amount of planning is what is going to take you and completely shift the course of this year for your business. And I want you to know that, like, again, education is great. The experience that you have is enough, though. You do not need more education, maybe minus this course, like the 6 hours of content. Other than that, you do not need another certification. You do not need another training. You do not need another freebie from someone that is like an expert in this. And if you sign up for this, it's going to get you 5,000 people. You do not need any of that to act, evaluate, and grow. And what I teach in my mastermind is less is more. We are going to simplify your businesses. The simplicity of these systems and these offers actually sell and create success. And I've heard a confused mind always says no. That sweet client that had 12 offers did not have people coming to her business. Of course, because can you imagine trying to buy and you're like, okay, I'm looking for a graphic designer and I'm seeing 12 options versus one. You don't know what to pick. Versus like, work with me here. This is good. What happened is she tripled her sales within a week when she switched it. It was ridiculous. It was like, yes, because simple sells. And that's what I teach you is simple businesses with simple offers that will create more success for you. And when you think about the future, I want you to think ahead to create momentum instead of just like kind of getting stuck in like, oh, the present and the past, instead of like focusing on like, oh, well, this didn't work before and I'm not sure. It's like, we're going to create businesses that are projected and based on your future and where you want this business to go. And so this is Sarah. Sarah is another one of the masterminders, and she, because we were able to create more time for her, she is working full time. She's a contract coach for 2 different coaching entities. And even though she was doing all of that, she made time to create an entire program with modules on Google Classroom already. And again, these people that you're seeing in this mastermind have only had 4 months of this mastermind when this next round is going for 6. Okay. She's also set up literally every system. There are 6 essentials, and then there are 16 like total systems that you can do. She has created all of them. Her backend is completely ready while she's still working full time. And she created a group to gather like-minded entrepreneurs and revolutionize our industry. She found out that like what she was really passionate about, she's a coach herself that also is a business coach. And she realized that like she wants to really create coaches that are like aligned with their business instead of people who are just looking to make a quick buck. She wants people who are very mental health conscious and minded to really change this industry and make it what it's going to be. And she did all this in 4 months. Pretty awesome. So here's the solution. Here's what all of the clients that are in my mastermind did. This is what you need to do to make your business easier, profitable, and fun again. So when you are thinking about managing your business, managing the back end of your business, there are 3 things that we're going to be talking about and creating systems for in your business. You want to make sure that you are using your time and money well. I have my clients, when you join this mastermind, you are going to track your income every single week. You are going to, and there's a form that you'll send, and you are going to know exactly how much money that you made throughout the mastermind. You are going to know how to track it throughout the course of the year and how to do projections. You're also going to learn how to manage your time well. Then you're also going to learn how to manage your energy levels and your mindset. This is a piece that I think is skipped in a lot of masterminds. They'll give you all the actions, but I could tell you, like most of you guys could come on and you could tell me exactly what your business is, and I could give you 7 things to do. Be like, if you do these 7 things, your business will be flawless and killing it. But you're going to get stuck when you do something new, your mindset needs to change and grow as well. And I'm going to teach you how to take the new things, adapt, and then you're going to use that mindset to be solution oriented and move forward quickly. And then we're also going to create methods. by creating protocols and processes, you're going to automate your business. And I'm depending on what stage you are at in your business. Currently, I'm looking to hire people for this year in my business. And I have the protocols and processes set up so well that literally, if I wanted to hire someone today, I would know exactly what to teach them. I would know how much time they would need to spend. And I want to give that to you, because if you can hire people, that also creates more time for you to have a life outside of your business. So when we're talking about organizing your resources, I just said that like organized businesses are solution oriented in like a post I just wrote. And that's because if you are disorganized, that means that you are not knowing how you're spending every single minute of your day, week, month, year. And I want to show you that that is the secret to creating work-life balance. Instead of just doing everything at once, you want to make sure that it is planned effectively. The other thing is your money. If I had $1 for every entrepreneur that told me that they really had no idea what is going on with their finances, you are not alone. I didn't either. That is why I've created these money systems, to make sure that I was able to understand my finances in and out. And instead of being stressed when it came to money, I am so prepared and can actually hit my goals. And then coming back to the mindset piece, it's like when we are thinking about your mind, instead of just actioning over your business and being like, okay, I'm going to do this post and this here, and I'm going to reach out to these people, I was doing all of the things and my business was still struggling. I'm talking posting 12 times a week, multiple times a day. I was posting, doing all the things, and it still wasn't working. AKA people weren't coming into my business. Why? Because of my mindset. I was a hot mess. I was so stressed. The posts that I was writing were confusing and weren't converting. And it's because I was in a low value mindset. I was trying to focus in my business from a stressed, burnt out, and overwhelmed way. And sometimes I would avoid working in my business altogether. And I just want you to think about like when you are in like this, we call it a high value cycle in the business, but when you're working in your business and you're excited and you're motivated and you're calm, you actually want to work in your business and you actually have fun along the way. So that's what we're going to be doing. And the thing is, when your business doesn't have methods, if you don't have processes and systems in place, it can feel so confusing and overwhelming because you're recreating the wheel all the time. What do I post? I don't know. How much money do I have? Beats me. Like all those things, it can be so overwhelming, so confusing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make steps to run your business seamlessly. And what happened for Christina, she's another one of my clients, also working full time. And within that, she has signed a client. She's tripled all of her consults for all of 2022 in 1 month. So she tripled all of them in just 1 month. She's creating, even with a full-time job, is creating like all these awesome trainings, like 4 dates in 4 weeks that's coming up for her. Definitely check her out. Like check out all my people, but like she's killing it. And she, even with a full-time job, is content batching months in advance. She told me yesterday she has all of her content done for all of March. And it was, at that time, it was like February 20th, but still so impressive. And that's what you can do with systems. And she was like, yeah, it took me an hour this weekend. And I'm like, perfect. That is what we're doing here. And what I like to do is within the 6-figure systems philosophy is I want to help you create a fulfilling business. So here's what we're going to do. In the mastermind, I like to think about it in stages. So the first stage or step is we're going to establish your foundation. I need to know what your business looks like right now, and you're going to learn all these 6-figure systems and apply them so that you can get all the templates and manage the back end of your business starting right away. That's the first step. You are going to already be able to manage your back end within the first, depending on what track you do, you're going to be able to start managing your business right away. The next thing is you're going to apply the systems. Now you're going to start applying the systems that I'm teaching you as soon as tonight. Like if you join the mastermind tonight, you can start figuring, I will give you access to the systems, all the modules, and you will figure out exactly what works for you and what needs adjusting as of March 1st. And then what we're going to do is you're going to apply. And as you apply these systems, you're going to take exactly what I did. I'm going to give you the exact systems and protocols I did. And then you're going to refine them. And you're going to what I call like adapt, adopt, abandon. So it's like you're going to adapt the things that work for you. And you're going to be like, okay, this worked for me perfectly. Like I was talking, Carrie, you'll see her in just a moment, but I was talking with her and she was like, I was able to I love the marketing calendar. I changed the way that I did the networking spreadsheet, and I'm not doing the webinars like that right now. And I'm like, so she adapted what I taught, adapted things that worked for her, adopted and abandoned the things that I've given her so you can manage, so that she can manage her business time and mind as you are selling this offer that is going to be making you some money. And then also we're going to talk about stabilizing for the future. So this, when you do six-figure systems, it is not just for this year. It's not just for the 6 months. This is going to set you up for this full year, adjust for 5 years down the line, and you're going to get to work right now, bringing people into your business. So you might be wondering, what are the six-figure essentials? It's like we've been talking a lot about them. And these are the things that if I were to distill my business down to these 6 things, these are the only things that I would highly, highly, highly recommend for every single entrepreneur. Oh, but before that, I want to tell you about Shanna. Shanna is amazing. She has already started a full Facebook group for her business. And I think it has over 100 people that are already in it, which is like so awesome. She's been presenting for multiple local groups. So she is getting herself out there. She's done church groups. She's done groups for schools. She's actually currently also a full-time employee. She's a school counselor. And she's creating the freedom for her career to change in the future. So she's making sure that she can set herself up to go full-time in her business. So let's talk systems. Go ahead if you can scan this code, and we're going to be using these codes throughout the webinar. And when you scan here, it should take you to a lovely little Slido, and it's going to show you a poll. And I want to know, what would you say right now? What is your ability to manage your business right now? And I would say that like this means managing your business and delivering to your clients. Like, what would you say that you are right now? And what you do is you can either join with that code or you can do another code. But I just want to get a kind of read for the room. What would you rank your ability to manage your business and help your clients? Okay, so great. We love that. We've got 7s and 8s, which is awesome. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching you how to manage your business even more. And I think a lot of you guys are joining on your smartphones, so that's totally fine. But I want to tell you about how I would help you to manage and deliver to your clients. So within the 6-figure essentials, the first step is making sure that you're managing your business. And the system that I will give you is learning how to network. When we talk about managing your business, that means how you're managing people coming into your business, making sure that you are bringing in new people to your business as much as possible, and making sure that you are making sure your current clients and old clients are being supported. So I have a 32-minute video that is in the 6-figure systems classroom, and you are going to learn how to network. You're going to have a lead tracker, and you're going to learn the protocol for building connections. And that's all within the Google Classroom that we have for the group. The next thing is going to be about delivery. What I found when I started my business is I had Megan Wing coaching, which I'm super awesome. Like, I get that, but I just having a business called Megan Wing Coaching, shockingly enough, wasn't bringing in people in troves. But in September of 2021, I created a signature program called the Business Fulfillment Mastermind, or the Business Fulfillment Initiative. And within the Business Fulfillment Initiative, I literally was teaching all of the same things, the exact same posts even. And I was able to triple my sales in a month. Literally, it was in August of 2021. And my business completely changed literally because I made a name and a signature program. Every single person, as you can see, it's like Shanna is the founder of Commit to You, Curvy Girl Dating. All of my clients, they have created signature programs for their business. So we've got pivot coaching, we have coach to CEO, we have Curvy Girl Dating, we have Commit to You coaching. All of my clients have very, very clear businesses that you could look up and become search engine optimized and get more people to join their business. So that is what I want to offer to you, is that like when you work with me, we are going to create a program that people want to join. We are going to build you an audience and we are going to grow that audience. That is the first essential step of having a business. And that's the first thing I'm going to teach you. And this is Carrie. I mentioned her before, but she created the Sustainable Style program. And 2 months ago, she was able to quit her job. So halfway through the mastermind, just 2 months in, she was able to quit her job. She went full-time in her business. She finalized her personal styling program. And I actually talked with her today, and she's pivoting, but it's so good. And she's already doing presentations for local boutiques, which is pretty awesome. And she's a stylist. So that is what she does. So that is the first step of the essentials, is managing and delivering. Now, the second step, guess what, is all about marketing and presenting content. So scan here and tell me, like, if you were to talk about like marketing, whether that's on social media, word of mouth, like what would you rank that? And presenting, doing presentations like this so that people can learn more about your business. When you go to, like, if you were to do a presentation in front of a networking group, if you were to do a presentation in front of oh, awesome. Love that. If you were to, and 1 is the worst and 10 is the best. I don't know if that like changes things for people, but just so you know, but, oh, okay. So just to clarify, 1 is the worst and 10 is the best. So it's like feeling about presenting your content to groups. That is one of the biggest ways that I have found to grow your business, like doing podcast interviews, making sure that you are like doing Instagram stories and collaborations. We want to get you really, really confident in your ability to present. Now, I've shared this with you guys. I used to be a teacher. So presenting to me feels like a second language. It is so simple for me to teach presenting. And that is actually something that like was highly requested. This was not a part of my initial systems. And then I realized how critical it is for you to be able to present your content for other groups, to present it to your current group. And I want to teach you exactly how to do that. I will teach you how to break down all the concepts that you teach into manageable bite-sized chunks. And then I'm going to teach you exactly how to present, the exact outline that I use for every single presentation that I have. And that's converted a ton of people for me, and a protocol that I follow. So every time when I do a presentation, I'm like, okay, did I check and change the website? Did I change my link tree? Did I go through and write my emails? Speaking of emails, I give you all 4 of the emails that I send, the exact template. Literally all you have to do is change it for your people. So like word for word, I wanted to make this like, my friend Nihal was like, business in a box. And I'm like, yes, this is literally like business in a box. Like you literally just take what I've given you and use it, please, as much as you can, so you can go out and meet more people. I'll also teach you how to do Slido, Slides Go, how to make a free email list, along with marketing. If social media is intimidating to you, it should not be. It's so easy. Like it might take a little bit of time, but social media is one of the easiest and free tools. Like I'm all about having a lean business, and it's absolutely free. You literally just go in and you post, you are able to use social media, and I teach you how to make a content calendar, which is how Christina, like you guys just saw, was able to make all of her content for March already. Because it really doesn't need to take that long. I'm going to teach you the posts that you need to the posts that you need to be doing. Hot posts are testimonials. And I talk about that, I think, in the delivery portion. Yeah. But testimonials, 89% of people need to see a testimonial before buying. If you aren't posting testimonials, you're missing out on 89% of people that could be buying from you. I will teach you exactly how to do that. It is very simple, but I want to show you exactly how to do that and how to write copy and show you how to do reels, because they're a great way to get more views. So that is the second kind of piece of the essentials, is presenting and marketing. And this is Demetria. And Demetria is the founder of the Curate Your Life program. And she has done now multiple virtual webinars, has held in-person presentations, is getting featured on multiple podcasts, and has her systems ready to scale. She also, I think, has her own podcast, and that's been going amazing. And she was actually able to present for a couple of universities and women's groups, mothers groups. Like, she's getting out there and meeting the people of Austin, Texas. They are going to know her name. And it is because I've taught, she also works full time. And so we have made her business so easy that she's able to do all these things with a full-time job. So if that's you, that is okay. Many people in my group have full-time jobs, and that should not be a thing that holds you back. Last but not least, there are only 3 slides, but I want to know how you feel about your ability to sell your products and plan for the future of your business and plan time for your business. Like, so how are you doing with like calendaring and things like that? Or are you using your debt? Yep. And 1 is the worst, 10 is the best. So I think we figured out the scale. But when you're thinking about selling your product, going and talking with people, that I want to make this improve exponentially, because this is also something that is so simple. But what I see most people do when you are selling, a lot of programs will teach you scripts. I have like 7 different scripts that I went through with my business when I was learning how to sell. And those selling scripts, even though I learned them back and forth, I felt like I was pretty good at selling. I was selling around 40% conversion. So for like every 10 people that I did a consult with, about 4 would sign up to work with me, which is a really high percentage, by the way. Like, if your conversion rate's like, I think 8% is actually a good percentage. But I was like, I think I could sign more of those 10 people. And the way I teach my selling system is, when you make your signature program, I make your selling system linked completely to that. So whenever you're talking with people, you're like literally talking through all the problems that you solve, finding out what their specific problems are and solving it for them with your business. So that is what I do. I talk to you about what to do before if you're selling with a consult. These are things for people who are selling specifically with consults, but also these emails are super helpful for people who are buying high ticket items. You want to make sure you have those. I give you payment emails. I give you like literally every email that you possibly could have. I teach you how to onboard, and then I also teach you how to evaluate and make sure you get better every single time. And then when we're talking about planning, you need to, if you are an entrepreneur, especially like when I had my full-time job, I needed to make sure I used every single minute of my day extremely effectively. And all y'all, if you guys know me, you know my Google Calendar is jam-packed. It is tight. There is like very little margin for error. And I make sure that, not necessarily margin for error, but like I make it tight so that I can be as effective as possible throughout the week. And then I also have a way that I evaluate every single week, and I've evaluated every single minute of my 24 hours. So I know I'm using my time effectively. And this comes into play when you are managing and hiring people, because you want to know exactly how you're spending every minute of every day, and you want to know what you eventually, if you are planning on having a business where you hire people, you want to have a way that you can know exactly where you're outsourcing, how long they should take, their protocol, and you want to make sure that you are replacing that time that someone else you'd be hiring, like a virtual assistant, a personal assistant, a social media strategist, any of those people that you plan on hiring. You want to make sure that you are getting the results that you want, and that's from doing it yourself. So that is the last step of the essentials. And this is Deb. And Deb is the founder of the One and Done Weight Loss Coaching. I love that. We made that name for her. So much fun. And she signed 3 new clients in the past 4 months. She also signed one of those new clients at her new price of $7,500 for the year, and has refined her program completely. So she knows exactly what she's teaching. She is making sure that she's doing that. And then she also is a contract coach for the full time. So again, she's doing all this and working full time. It's true that you literally, with systems, you can do it all and set yourself up to scale. Now, when I was doing a bunch of coaching programs, I wanted to make sure that I gave you everything. So the 6-figure essentials, those 6 things are all you need. All you need to know is you need to know how to manage your people. You need to know how to deliver to your current customers. So I say that 10 times fast. You also want to make sure that you know how to plan and sell to the people that you're working with. And you also want to know how to present to new people or your current people. And you want to make sure you know how to market. So those are the 6-figure essentials. If you learn nothing else, then you are going to have a thriving business. And I've actually heard from multiple 6-figure owners, 200K earners, 300K earners, 500K earners, even like multiple, like one of my clients has a business that he is multiple 40 employees. And within that, like, by having those systems, you are not only set up for 6 figures, but multiple 6 figures to come in the future. Like, you don't need to, the beauty of those 6 systems is you make them once and you would maybe like customize them monthly, weekly, on occasion. But once you make those systems, it's done. And I added up the duration of all those videos, every single one of the essential videos. And that is only 6 hours of content. That is it. So it will take you 6 hours just to learn the stuff. And I'm giving you time in the mastermind to do that learning and application within the mastermind. So that's literally, like, if you can imagine, 6 hours is all you really need to understand and learn the systems that can make your business function. But I was like, I want to give you even more systems. Like, I want to make sure you're set up. So these are additional systems that can just truly like take your business to the next level. And the setup systems are the mindset system, where that is where you're going to learn how to manage your mind every single day. And I will teach you how to do thought work. And that's what you're going to, everyone, the moment that you sign up for the mastermind, everyone gets this system. I'm also going to teach you how to make your 5-year plan by using the long-term plan guide, and how you can plan for the next 5 years of your business right away. These are the first 2 things, because I don't want you planning for the future of your business and not having these systems. So those are the first 2 systems, just additional ones. And then I also want to teach you about all the finances. I want to show you how to run the business formula. I want to teach you how to make a financial tracking spreadsheet, how to do projections, which is seeing your income for the future, how to make for planning. I want to teach you how to make your annual plan. I also want to show you how to do a monthly checklist. Those videos are coming. And so I'll be adding those to the duration. That's why they're a little darker. Then I also want to teach you how to overcome your mindset, how to get out of those low value cycles, like I mentioned at the beginning, and how to set goals. So like, what do you want to set your goal for the next 6 months? And I make sure that you're ready for that. But not only that, I also want to give you some bonus systems. So I paid Sydney $3,000 last year to search engine optimize, SEO optimize my website. And I wanted you to know how to bring in more people with your website. So I had her come and do a 2-hour presentation. That is like what I spent $3,000 on literally last year, I am giving you literally just as a bonus. That is just an additional piece of the mastermind. I also am going to show you how to make a Google business account, which is how you can get testimonials and get ranked as the highest search business in your area. I'm going to show you how to do QuickBooks if you choose to do that with your account. You don't need to do that. Why it's a bonus. You don't need to have QuickBooks or do anything like that, but you will need to pay taxes for your business. And I'm going to teach you how to do that, how to do contracts, how to get insurance, how to create a W-9, how to use tax deductions and make your business work for you instead of just having to pay for everything up front. I'm going to teach you how to use things like a tax deduction to help you to save money in your business. I also had my accountant Diane come on and explain all about like what an LLC is, what an S corp is. I didn't have anyone to like, even though my lovely father helped me to do that within my business, I didn't understand even what an LLC was or why having an S corp was beneficial, or I was just like, here, Diane, do my taxes. But she explained all of it, and it's very like laid out within my program. And also just how to do a link tree, how to do QR, just code, just make your business really simple. And the reason why I want you to do this is I think that by this, setting yourself up for success in this mastermind, it's going from April all the way until the very end of September. You are going to literally change the trajectory of 2023 by doing this program. Like, I know you will. It has worked within just 4 months for the people in my mastermind, and I know this is going to work for you too. And the other thing is, like, let's say you get more clients. If you don't have the systems in place, you are going to be like me in spring of last year with 18 clients, freaking out, stagnating. And I actually regressed. And I had to have clients leave my program because I was so stressed and couldn't manage my time. I do not want that to happen for you. It is not necessary. And this program will prevent it from you. I also want you to stand out in the industry. I want you to launch programs that are completely different. Your business is unique. And even if you are doing something that is a very general niche, you can still make it stand out. Every single one of my clients, even though the majority are general, like work in a general field, they all stand out because of their programs. And your product does not need to be falling short. It needs to be exceeding expectations every single time. And the other thing is, if you don't start, the reason why we're starting with your future plan is you could make this a beautiful group program. And if that doesn't fit in with the future of your business, that's a waste of time. You do not want to waste time. Your time is too precious. You are ready to help people. Let's get out there and do it. And this is Amber. I think she's the last of the testimonials, but she is the founder of the Confident Eater program, where she helps overeaters and binge eaters to overcome their eating habits for good. And she created 10K in the past 4 months, 10K of additional revenue, completely new revenue. She signed 5 new clients, one at her new price of 4K, and she's preparing and she's launching her first group in April. Like, this is possible in just 4 months, and I know it can happen for you. So if you're ready to grow exponentially, I am formally inviting you to the Six Figure Systems Mastermind. Everyone who watches this or is on this call, I want to help you to create that simple, successful, enjoyable business that you deserve. If you've got good ideas, let's not make it harder on ourselves. And the way that we're going to do that in the mastermind is you're going to learn all those systems. You're going to collaborate. We'll have weekly coaching for 2 hours a week. We're also going to get 25 weeks of tools and tactics to learn. You're going to get 24/7 messaging within the group. We're going to have 2 hours a week for Q&A and coaching on your business so you can implement at your own pace. And you're going to get feedback as much as you want. Literally, if you want to post in the group every single day, I will respond to every single thing that you post personally. Because I know the key to a successful business and a successful program is not only education, not only just teaching you, but it's time to apply it. And we're going to do something different called co-working hours. It's kind of like office hours, but we're going to add that as an addition to the program, which is going to be 2 hours of time that's dedicated. It will probably be most likely weekly, just in case there's like a vacation or something that might not be weekly. And I'm going to base it on the needs of the group. and then also support 24/7. Like we have a text chain for our group and we are sending positive memes to each other, podcasts that people should watch, like all of those wonderful things are in here. And like I said, the next group is going to start in October. So if you're ready to collaborate right now and don't want to wait until October, this is the time to join. And like I mentioned previously, it's $3,000 for this mastermind for the next 6 months. Like it's literally like all of this is $3,000, which is like, I paid a lot of money to learn these things. So I wanted to make it very affordable for you guys. And I want to know that you can pay within installments every 4 weeks. And if you pay in full, you get the modules immediately. If you do the payment plan, you get your modules once a week. And I also do a money back guarantee. Like, I'm like, if anyone doesn't feel like you didn't get 3K worth of value from my modules, even just the 6 modules, I will gladly give your money back, because it isn't just about making your money back within the mastermind. Like that would be awesome. But it's like, I know that these systems are going to make you well over 3K in your business and create the sustainability that you need to grow. So right now, if you use that code, I actually emailed you guys it 30 minutes ago. If you want to click on that link, you can pay for the group tonight and I will send you the link to the group right now. Right now on 3/1, like you can do that. If you're like, I want a little bit more, I'm not sure, you can always book a consult call as well. They're going until the 31st. And these are just like the calls that for the group. So if you're like wondering what time the calls are, it's going to be from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. And we're going to do 30 minutes of like teaching. I'm going to overview the tactic of the week, and then an hour and 30 minutes of group coaching. And the mastermind will go, like I said, until September 26th. And I'll explain all that to you on the consult call, and either you'll be a perfect fit or I'll just give you other tools to get started. And we'll go over what it looks like in each of the 6 essential categories, what it looks like for you now, where you want to go. And then I'll tell you next steps, whether I think this mastermind would be a good fit for you. And if you scan that QR code, you can go ahead and actually sign up for the free coaching consult right now. Or you see like 3 tabs down, you could just join the mastermind right now. And I will send it to you like within 24 hours, you will have access to the group. And you can book the consult call and get that access. But if you are looking just to use that consult call as a one-on-one call with me, masterminders are getting a one-on-one call with me as well. So we'll start the call, we're going to start your 6-month adventure. You will already get a one-on-one call with me. Don't worry about that. Just do the consult call if you're not sure if this group is a good fit for you. So with 1 minute to spare, thank you guys. I got through that like last little bit of information kind of quickly, but I wanted to emphasize the 6-figure systems just so you could see what it would be like. And if anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and put them in the chat. You can also email me. And if you look in your email right now, it always says that Flowdesk looks a little sketch, but if you click here right now, within the email, you can schedule a consult, and you can see a little bit about Amber. And if you want to watch the replay of this later, if you're like, okay, I'm really thinking about it, right here explains everything that I said at the very end. And I have the payment plan option. And if you click here tonight, here is the payment plan, and you can literally pay this right now. And I will send you the Google Classroom to join. And there's a consult sign up. I'm going to post the webinar replay tomorrow. And here is the presentation if you want to check it out. So that is all. Yes, I reduced years of struggle. Learn from my mistakes, people. Like that is the goal of this. Yeah, the bonus system of having that website. Man, if I had the website earlier, y'all should have seen my old website. It did not look like this. I actually have made 3 websites since I started my business. And this is just the way that you can get the most search engine optimization. And it's crazy because like the SEO optimization, it actually has helped me. Like I've been getting a ton of emails just from my website, which is pretty cool. So that is that. I'm just going to show you guys really quick what the cool, yeah, I that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make something that would be truly life-changing for anyone who decided to work with me. So here is Six Figure Systems. If you decide to do the pay in full option, here are the setup systems. So I've got videos here. So you go in and you click on the videos and you can see that here. You can see the slides here. And like, this is for everything. You can get and make copies of every single system that I have. Here are each of the systems I have. This one is just about managing your people. These are all about teaching. Like I literally have all of the things here for you. These are the additional systems that I have. The financial tracker, I think, is going to be so helpful for you guys. And then website building is like right here. I need to include the link that she gave me. So that is it. I just want to show you guys what that looks like. That's the stream for the if you pay in full, but then for the group, I have a separate classroom. That's where I'm going to be posting the modules weekly. And you're going to be able to post in here. So this is what the mastermind for April will look like. And if you do the payment plan, this is what you'll get access to right away. Also, I want to promote the people who I work with. As you see, if you look on my social media, I try and promote people every single week, every single day. In fact, two of my Christina and Amber actually did a collaboration video today about dating and binge eating. Cool little combo, but they're both trying to gain access to each other's markets. So that's another huge benefit of doing a mastermind. But that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. You guys are the best. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.